wonder if any of you have heard of an influencer. You know, I've seen some influencers on different platforms. Influencers are people who are usually young. Some of them I've seen are even your age, and they make a really big impact on others. They help others to control their lives, to change their lives. Some of these influencers even earn a lot of money because they found something that is so good to control things that people really want to learn about, and they share it with lots of people. Now, we've got things that could be in our circle of concern. You know the things that we think about? You can see them flying in there. You think, I can't do it. Nobody's going to like me. I'm not fast enough. I'm not fit enough. I'm ugly. I can't make friends. I can't add. I can't write. Sometimes you think I'm too tall. Sometimes you think I'm too short. Sometimes you even think you don't like the tone of your skin. Maybe it's too dark. Maybe it's too fair. Maybe you can't stop sneezing and you've got a really bad allergy to nuts or something. Sometimes you think your voice isn't deep enough or loud enough. Sometimes you think it's too deep. I know I thought that. You see, there are so many things in this circle of concern. But I want to tell you something. You can be that influencer. You can influence certain things in your life, and you can grow that circle of control. And it can push away that circle of concern. In fact, as you grow your circle of control, like that, that circle of concern sometimes gets much, much smaller, so you almost can't see it. But you wonder, how do I do it? How on earth does a person grow that circle of control? Well, it's just simple things, you know. It's like maybe learning some friendship strategies. Maybe you get really shy when you're going into a group and you learn some things you can say. You can go to somebody and say, help me get better at hacking. You might even talk about possibly learning to separate from a parent in the morning, because sometimes you get really upset when you're saying that goodbye. You really just start to feel really unwell. Or you might even have a big change that's going on in your classroom, and that doesn't make you feel particularly good. You find some strategies by seeking help and putting out your hand to try and develop those strategies to push away your circle of concern and grow your circle of control. But there are some things that you just can't change. If you're too tall, you can't have an operation to cut out some of your leg and make yourself a bit shorter. When you get older, you actually shrink, but then it's too late. It doesn't really matter. You can't change if you're too short, because the stretching machine is the sort of punishment they used in the olden days. So you can't change those things, and what you just need to do is learn to live with them and love them. Accept the things you can't change and change the things that you can. What you notice over there is our circle of control is really quite big. Our influencer is growing by the second, and that circle of concern is sitting there with those things that we just accept about ourselves, but all of the brilliant strategies of getting fitter, learning to self-relax and not have that stress overpower you, learning number skills, learning to focus and sit in a session and concentrate and hear what the teacher is saying to you by re-saying it in your brain. Those things really grow your circle of control. And then when you walk down the passage, you're not feeling overwhelmed by that feeling of worry, thinking, oh, I feel unwell. I don't know what to do about this. I'm so scared for my speech. What if I get something wrong? Relax. Use all those control mechanisms, and I know you'll be a star.